The 2024 Paris Olympic Games are set to witness an unprecedented royal gathering. The French capital will host a historic opening ceremony on the Seine River before an exceptional audience. King Carl Gustaf and Queen Sylvia of Sweden were the first to announce their attendance at the Olympic Games during Emmanuel Macron's recent visit to Stockholm. They will be joined by King Willem-Alexander and Queen Maxima of the Netherlands. The Dutch royal couple has taken a break from their summer holidays to support the relocated Dutch delegation in Paris. Princesses Amalia and Alexia will also be present, planning to visit the Olympic Village and enjoy the opening ceremony. King Felipe and Queen Letizia of Spain have confirmed their attendance, along with many representatives from other European royal houses. Moreover, they will not be alone, as Leonor and Sofia will accompany them on this sporting trip. The presence of Crown Prince Håkon and Crown Princess Mette-Marit of Norway has also been confirmed. Due to King Harald's poor health, the heirs will represent their country at the Olympics. Crown Prince Frederik and Crown Princess Mary of Denmark have also confirmed their attendance. The royal couple will participate in the official opening ceremony of the Paris Olympic Games on Friday, as announced by the royal household in a press release. Before the opening ceremony, Crown Prince Frederik and Crown Princess Mary will attend a reception at the Elysee Palace in Paris, hosted by French President Emmanuel Macron. During the Games, the Danish royal couple will attend selected competitions to support Danish athletes, as stated by the royal household. A day before the official opening ceremony, the royal couple will participate in the inauguration of the Danish Pavilion at the House of Denmark and Frederikskirken in Paris. Enthusiastic about sports, they will have an excellent opportunity to strengthen their roles at the helm of the Danish crown just 7 months after ascending the throne. As the competitions in Paris are about to begin, and it has been 2 decades since the new Danish monarchs got married, it is time to remember the beginning of their romance at the Sydney Games in 2000. The love story of Frederik and Mary of Denmark began at the Olympic Games. It was in Australia, the homeland of the current Danish Queen consort, where their paths first crossed, although it took 4 years before their wedding in the Danish capital, where King Felipe and Queen Letizia of Spain played a special role. But that is another story. In 2000, besides the athletes, numerous government representatives and royal family members traveled to Australia to support their teams. Among them were King Felipe, Crown Prince Frederik of Denmark and his brother Joachim, and Princess Martha Louise of Norway. Fate had it that a group of royal family members entered the same pub where Mary Donaldson was having drinks with friends. Felipe and Frederik of Denmark were among those who entered the bar, where, according to one of the current Danish Queen's ladies in waiting, a dinner was organized through friends of the then heir. Australians had a lot in common, making the meeting less coincidental than it initially seemed. In a statement to the Sunrise program, Amber Petty recounted this first evening. "I'm sorry to break everyone's hearts, but it's not always about random encounters with princes in pubs. It wasn't a chance meeting. It was a dinner organized during the Olympic Games. And it turned out that Mary was invited, and most of the guests were members of the royal family," he said. However, Mary assured that she had no idea who Frederik was, who showed interest in her from the first moment. From that first meeting, the eldest son of Queen Margrethe and the Australian began a secret relationship through phone calls, emails, and secret trips until Mary moved to Denmark in 2002 and started preparing for her future as a member of the royal family. The engagement took place a year later, although it was not an easy path, considering that Queen Margrethe was initially not very happy. 2 decades later, the couple has just celebrated their anniversary as heads of state, but photos of then Prince Frederik walking the streets of Madrid caught King Philippe and Queen Letizia in the midst of their official visit to Copenhagen. And this coincidence made them indirect protagonists of a scandal. The controversy spread worldwide and accelerated Queen Margret's decision to abdicate in favor of her son last December. Since then, the name of the Mexican socialite has disappeared from the country's radar, and today she adds to the long list of scandals involving the new king. At that time, Letizia and Mary displayed their excellent relationship, images that we will surely see again this weekend in Paris. However, the situation is entirely different now, and aside from the personal moment they are experiencing, this time they will look at each other as equals, as queens. As confirmed by representatives of the royal household, King Philippe and Queen Letizia will return to the Olympic Games 12 years after their presence in London. The royal family's stay in Paris will begin with a reception for the Spanish delegation at the Spanish embassy in the city. They will take this opportunity to wish good luck to all the athletes who are determined to give their best to bring home medals. Following this, they will head to the Louvre Museum for a dinner event. The next day, they will join other members of the royal families for an official meeting with Emmanuel Macron at the Elysee Palace. Later in the evening, an unprecedented show will take place on the Seine River, where dozens of boats will carry hundreds of athletes in a unique parade. This royal presence at the Paris Olympics is not just a matter of protocol, it signifies the deep-rooted connection between sports and royalty. The royal families have historically been patrons of various sports, and their attendance at such global events highlights their support and encouragement for athletes from their respective countries. The opening ceremony on the Seine promises to be a spectacular event, with a fleet of boats showcasing the athletes in a grand parade. This innovative approach to the opening ceremony is expected to captivate audiences around the world, setting a new standard for future Olympic Games. As the Games progress, the royal families will be seen attending various competitions, cheering for their national teams and interacting with athletes. Their presence will undoubtedly add a touch of glamour and prestige to the event, making the 2024 Paris Olympics a memorable occasion. In addition to the sporting events, the royals will also participate in various cultural and diplomatic activities. The Louvre dinner, for instance, will provide an opportunity for the royals to engage in cultural diplomacy, strengthening ties between their nations and France. The 2024 Paris Olympics will not only be a celebration of athletic prowess but also a testament to the enduring relationship between sports and royalty. With so many royals in attendance, the Games are set to be a grand spectacle, blending tradition with modernity and showcasing the best of human spirit and achievement. As the world eagerly awaits the start of the Games, the presence of these royal dignitaries adds an extra layer of excitement and anticipation. The historic opening ceremony on the Seine will undoubtedly be a highlight, setting the tone for what promises to be an unforgettable Olympic experience. The Olympic Games in Paris 2024 promise to be not only a grand sporting event, but also a unique meeting of representatives of the royal houses of Europe. Their presence emphasizes the importance not only of sporting achievements, but also of the cultural and diplomatic ties that are strengthened through such international events. Royal families have always played a significant role in the support and development of sport, and their participation in the Olympics serves as an important symbol of unity and solidarity. At a time when the world faces many challenges, such events remind us of the power of sport as a universal language that can unite people of different nationalities and cultures. The historic opening ceremony on the River Seine, with its innovative approach and impressive parade, will be a shining example of how tradition can harmonize with modernity. This spectacle will certainly be remembered by spectators for years to come and will become a new benchmark for future Olympic Games. The presence of royalty also adds an element of glamour and prestige, emphasizing the importance of these games on the world stage. Their active participation in various events, from meetings with athletes to cultural events, demonstrates their genuine interest and support. Ultimately, the Paris Olympics will not only be an arena for sporting achievements, but also a platform for cultural exchange and diplomacy. This event will remind us that sport has the unique ability to unite people, inspire new achievements, and strengthen international ties. Waiting for the Games to begin is filled with excitement and anticipation, and the presence of such dignitaries makes the event even more meaningful. Paris 2024 will be a shining example of how sport and royal tradition can work together to create unforgettable moments, inspiring millions of people around the world.